It's time!
All right, coming up next, it's a UFC heavyweight showdown.
Jiu-jitsu with this guy.
And even the high-level wrestlers that he's fought have paused to try to take him down because of that patented guillotine.
It's
so truly a
unbelievable.
case of pick your poison with this Brazilian jiu-jitsu practitioner.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, a referee in charge, Herb Dean. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Madison Square Garden Arena in New York City, it's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds, fighting out of Los Angeles, California, Bruce the Dragon Lee! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 6 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 265 pounds, fighting out of Cape Town, South Africa, Magic Man.
You've been given your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves. Let's make it fun.
Ready. Ready, fight.
All right, so here we go. The weight and the height gives way to the action right here on one side. Maybe the division's most well-rounded fighter, taking on arguably the biggest submission threat in this division.
Because he's such a great submission grappler, I believe that this is the most dangerous fight for him in the division.
Wow.
He needs to maintain his space, stay away from this guy at all costs, and force him to stand up for him. Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Oh, beautiful jab by him there, really taking advantage of what is an obvious edge and reach. Just unable to quite find that range. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by the champion.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Oh, tags him with the left, so the right hand has been there, now he goes left hand.
When you're able to fight from both sides, you become really dangerous.
And they separate. Well, missed on that one.
Real sneaky head kick gets in there.
And there comes the separation now. Takedown defense holds up. Oh, single collar tie here. And both guys really throwing with authority. Lee gets caught with that punch. His chin is held up thus far. Got to shore up the defense here, though. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Oh, that right hand is on point. All right, so the taller fighter lands a knee, and Daniel Cormier to my right, I can hear him saying, I wish I was a little bit taller. Trying to establish that jab once again. Oh, it's a hell of a kick right there. He told us Thursday that he was going to be kick-heavy tonight, and that is certainly a step in the right direction.
He is landing that strike very effectively.
Well, he has certainly found the range and staying pretty busy here on the field.
He's being busy, but it's also the timing and the accuracy that's allowing him to land so many attacks.
Oh, nice check on the leg kick off for him there.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one? Big head kick lands.
Just missed with the left there. Outstanding kick there by Lee. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Nice straight right lands. A little single collar tie there. Beautiful punch. Well, that's not what you're looking for defensively. He moved right into that hook, and his opponent wisely lands it to the body there. He has been increasingly more susceptible to that strike. Let's see if that one gets his attention. Oh, he lands a huge knee to the body. That's a crippling shot there. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got...
He's gonna start trying to move to a submission here. It looks like he's trying to attack an arm triangle. Watch triangle, watch triangle.
Nicely done. Close guard. And they both stand up. And a nice job at least staying upright on that.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
Some nice back and forth action here.
Game of inches right there, boy. Wow. It was a good night if that landed.
20 seconds to go in round one. All right, he engages in a
nice
single
job
collar
at
tie here.
down and scramble to his feet.
Final seconds. Try to establish that jab.
Big punch land. Ooh.
All right, buddy. Sit back, relax, and breathe. Listen to me now. You're getting sloppy with those takedowns.
All right, so there's the horn. That means it's the end of the round, and a lot of good offensive wrestling work from him over those previous 5 minutes.
I mean, great offensive wrestling. Every time he changed levels and got to his opponent's legs, he was able to secure the takedown. Let's see what type of fatigue his opponent will carry into the next round.
No problem getting inside to land that straight punch. He's got a huge edge and reach, and he made good use of it there.
Big knee lands right through his opponent's midsection.
Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds.
Ooh, head kick lands, he's hurt.
Rips the body there for good measure. Head kick, oh, right hand gets up to block.
Oh, that was the
Oh, and there's the double leg takedown, DC. That is just too good, too easy.
too good, too easy. The timing was just too good. Before he could even defend, he's already off of his feet, going backwards. It's hard to run backwards, and that's what happens when this guy hits his double leg.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Oh, big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you got to be very careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes. You need to control posture on the bottom, and if you're the top guy, the guy that's looking to finish, continue to gain posture and rain down big strikes on your opponent.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles. Looks like he's trying for a submission now.
Oh, nice. No, actually, he goes to an inverted triangle to try to get the finish. Wow, you don't see that very often.
Oh, he's in trouble here. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Oh, these are some big punches here from the top, DC. He hasn't needed to enter his opponent's guard yet, and he may not have to.
He may not have to, but he's doing a real good job of being square. There's danger when you're standing on top of your opponent like that. You gotta watch the up kick. Notice how he leads with his hip, and he goes to land a strike. Now it's his mouth.
All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike. Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
He jumps on a headlock. We call this in wrestling just a headlock. And if you're not careful, you can get stuck in an arm triangle. Watch triangle, watch triangle. He needs to push the arm to the side. Get his head against the mat. Now watch as he goes to the finish. Watch his chest go to the mat. Oh, he might have got him with a choke.
Right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control?
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware. It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free-flowing than having something like a half guard.
All right, he's sort of hanging out here unguarded, DC. Not sure if he's trying to bait him in or what, but not great body language here. Keeping busy here off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. Well, you know I don't like the gi very much, but I haven't...
And now he has a headlock trying to pin his opponent's back down flat onto the mat. Look from the transition to an arm triangle to try to chase the finish. There he is. He's moving to the finisher position. Now watch, he goes parallel right next to his opponent. Oh, he might have got him with a choke. He got it, John.
Oh, he got it done, absolutely. He finishes his opponent by way of submission. All right, so a wild round and a wild sequence there on the ground, DC. Talk us through the highlight.
He's such a phenomenal grappler. I don't understand how people don't know that this guy wants to submit you. He is the best grappler, best submission specialist we've seen in a long time.
So there he is, your winner by submission. That could hold up as one of the better subs of the year. Near perfect execution tonight. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Referee Herb Dean is going to stop this contest at 4 minutes, 42 seconds of round number 2. For the winner by submission, Magic Man.
Well, the celebration is on in his corner, and hard to blame these guys, sort of waiting to exhale, get a huge win tonight, and not just the win, but they get it by submission.
They knew what they had in front of them. They knew how tough a competitor his opponent was, but they also knew that if they could get this fight to the ground, they could find a submission. They found a submission. He got his